when it comes to the reoffer, how do we get people to buy it, right? That's the thing. It's like what actually is happening here. So what happens is people don't buy for whatever reason, okay? Like they're mentally checked out. They didn't want to buy for whatever reason. And you have to remember, guys, as I said earlier, the reason why people aren't buying your stuff is the same reason why they're stuck. Like, as brutal as that sounds, they're in a position whereby they're not actually improving their life. Therefore, that's why they're not changing, right? And this is why the rate of change has to be the effort to change has to be less than the gain. So if you're going to help your prospects gain this huge advantage of money, revenue, health, wealth, relationships, that change has to be better than the effort that's involved. And here's how we're going to do it, okay? So there's 4 levers. One includes proximity. So as part of the offer, the reoffer, we're going to go back to them and give them more proximity. So if you're a coach, what does that look like? More one-to-ones, let's say, okay? So one-to-ones, that might be with you or your team, okay? If, let's say, you're an agency, that means you might just do like a build for them, like a specific build, like, hey, we'll help you build out your ads. We'll go in and make your ads your campaign, okay? So you'll build something for them, or maybe you'll audit something. But it's just higher levels of proximity, because the mental model is for your prospects to get a result. It's based on 2 axes, speed and proximity. If someone wants to go fast and if they want to be close to you and they're up here, that's where they're going to get the most amount of goals. So if I moved into your house and taught you guys how to run a reoffer strategy, you're going to get better results than on a Zoom call, okay? But you're going to get better results on a Zoom call than you would on a PDF. So if this is the highest level of proximity, how do we emulate that in terms of the offer? Which is one-to-ones, an audit, more like it could be in person. You might do like an in-person workshop, or for us, we run masterminds, right? We're running a mastermind in September in Bali, so we might include like the mastermind, okay? So the TLDR, proximity is up. That's it, okay? Next is speed. As I mentioned here, speed is how fast can we get to the goal. So this is why weight loss drugs are really popular. If you look at an Ozempic, right? Ozempic is really popular because it gets you to the result of weight loss, and the effort is super damn low. You just whatever you do with Ozempic, whatever the process is, you get to the result ASAP. Okay. So how do we sell Ozempic through our offer is the mental model. Here's where we fixate on a goal. So let's just say you have a health offer and you're helping people lose body weight and body fat, and you're helping them gain muscle. Well, in the first 30 days, you will focus on a specific way to get them to lose 4 pounds. Or let's just say in a business, you'll help them close the existing leads that you have, and you'll do that in the first 7 days. So we run this reoffer strategy with clients in the first 7 days, okay? So breaking out a step-by-step goal with your prospects of 7 to 30 days. Now, don't worry about it too much. I'm going to show you basically how we're going to write this, okay? So that's in here, okay? Next is going to be duration. This is how long they work with you, okay? So I'm going to give you 2 examples. For coaches, this would be, hey, we'll give you 1 to 2 extra months. So our flagship program, which is called the Incubator, it's a 6-month program, okay? And as part of the reoffer, we would give 1 to 2 extra months for free. So if you join today, you get 7 months. If you join today, you get 8 months or whatever, okay? If you guys have an agency, what you can do here is you buy 6 months and you get 2 extra. So people pay in full for 6 months. So let's just say the offer is $2,000. That's $12,000 to pay up front. Then they get month 7 and 8 free. And the reason being is it decreases their cost, yes, but it increases the result. and decreases risk. Remember, like a lot of your prospects don't buy because they want to decrease risk. And the example I give is it kind of reminds you of like when you're going through the jungle. Not reminds me, but like if you imagine back in, like, you know, back before time when humans were going through the jungle, they were trying to decrease risk and not get eaten by a tiger. And that's the same approach here. Before they buy from you, they want to reduce the risk. Okay, so that's going to be the last part. And then the last area here is actually going to be an investment, otherwise known as a price. Okay, so we don't change the price ever, so price stays constant, but the perceived price will go down. What does this mean? The price will go down because you're giving them so much extra stuff. There's more one-to-ones. There's a big fixation on a goal. There's extra time in the program. And then as a result, the perceived price will go down, which is the whole goal here. We never change price, and the reason why we don't change price is honestly because changing price kind of waters down your offer. It makes it less attractive, because what we're trying to do is move prospects up to here. So if this is like a one-to-one program and this is like a group program down here, we're moving people between the two. We're increasing the speed, we're increasing the proximity overall. And that's what people buy. Like they buy this as an offer. That's why one-to-one coaching works. Yes, it's unscalable, but we want to basically create a world whereby we get deals closed, okay? So any questions, guys, on that, feel free to put them in, okay? And then we're going to move into actually getting this done, okay? So now we know what a reoffer is. I want you guys to just take a second, okay? And I'm going to stop sharing in a second. I want you guys to write down as part of your offer, what could this be? The proximity. What could the speed be? What could the duration be as a result? Like, what can we add in, okay?